Imagine this. A woman meets a man. He says very little. He's calm, centered, grounded. She can't stop thinking about him. Why? He didn't use pickup lines. He didn't try to impress. He didn't chase. But still, she's drawn to him like a magnet. There's a fantasy most women carry deep within them, one so subtle, so unspoken, that even they don't often realize it drives their desire. It's not about abs. It's not about wealth. It's about something so rare in modern men that when it's found, it triggers an obsession. This video is not about manipulation. It's about alignment. Alignment with your true self as a man, and how the Stoic mindset, practiced for over 2,000 years, makes you that fantasy. Let's dive into it. What women secretly desire. Society constantly bombards men with confusing messages about what women want. Be sensitive but dominant. Be rich but humble. Be strong but vulnerable. Most men become confused, overthink, and kill attraction by trying too hard to be what others expect. But what if the key isn't about doing more, but doing less? A study in female psychology reveals something astonishing. Women are not always attracted to what they consciously say. While they may list qualities like kindness or stability, in reality, emotional intensity, unpredictability, and mystery often capture their deepest interest. The fantasy, a man who is self-possessed, unshakable, who operates on his own terms. Why? Because such a man signals survival. Evolutionarily, women were wired to be drawn to protectors, providers, not in material wealth, but in energy. A man who is in control of himself is a man who can be trusted with others. He has power, not because he seeks it, but because he embodies it. This is where Stoicism enters. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. It's about being grounded, especially when things around you are chaotic. It's about never giving away your power to women, to fear, or to anyone. Lesson: the hidden female fantasy and the Stoic path to trigger it. Let's break it down. The fantasy is this: a man who cannot be moved, a man who leads without controlling, a man who understands her but is not consumed by her, a man who inspires her emotions, not by chasing, but by being centered. In short, the Stoic man. When Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength," he wasn't thinking about dating, but he may as well have been. The core elements of the fantasy are: 1. Mystery. The Stoic man doesn't overshare. He doesn't try to sell himself. He listens more than he talks. He doesn't post everything online. He keeps a part of himself sacred. This makes her wonder, who is he really? And that question creates emotional gravity. 2. Presence. A Stoic is fully in the moment. He looks at her, not through her. He listens, not to reply, but to understand. He's not checking his phone or glancing around the room. This deep presence makes her feel seen, and that's rare. 3. Self-mastery. She notices he doesn't overreact. A rude waiter? He remains calm. A delay? He doesn't complain. An emotional moment? He doesn't try to fix it. He just holds space. This signals safety, strength, and reliability. Purpose. He has a mission, not just a job, not just goals, a vision, something he's building. Women aren't drawn to the man who makes them the mission. They're drawn to the man who has a mission she wants to join. 5. Detachment. This is the hardest one. He doesn't need her. He enjoys her presence, values it, but he doesn't orbit her. If she leaves, he remains whole. This non-attachment paradoxically makes her want to stay. These qualities don't come from reading text messages and analyzing emojis. They come from cultivating a philosophy, an internal world that is more powerful than the external one. And that's what Stoicism trains. Now pay attention to these modern applications at how to practice the Stoic fantasy daily. You can't fake this. You must become this. Here's how you apply Stoicism to become the man who naturally triggers that unspoken desire. 1. Daily quiet. Start each day with 10 to 15 minutes of silence. Sit, breathe, reflect. Ask, what kind of man do I want to be today? This clarity sets the tone. Most men react to the world. Stoics create their response before the world even touches them. 2. Emotional journaling. Take 5 minutes each night to journal what disturbed your peace today. Not just what happened, but why it got to you. As Marcus Aurelius did in his Meditations, dissect your reactions. That's how you build emotional control. 3. Purpose work. Do something daily that moves your mission forward. It could be your business, your fitness, your craft. When your purpose becomes your compass, women feel it. You stop needing validation. You start radiating energy. 4. Non-reaction practice. Choose one small thing each day to not react to. Someone cuts you off? Breathe. A rude text? Wait before replying. Over time, you build the muscle of stillness, and women notice. They're tired of dramatic men. 5. Eye contact and silence. When talking to a woman, practice silence. Let pauses linger. Don't fill every gap. Hold eye contact. Not in a creepy way, but in a grounded, present way. Most men fidget, rush, or try to entertain. Stand still. Let her come into your energy. 6. Self-rituals. Develop habits that strengthen your inner world. Cold showers, reading philosophy, daily workouts, nature walks. These things don't impress her directly, but they shape the man you are, and that's the only thing that matters. 7. Walk away. When something disrespects your boundaries, walk away. Don't yell, don't argue, don't beg, just leave. That level of non-reaction and self-worth is so rare, it burns a mark into her memory. It says, I don't chase chaos. I invite peace. When you embody these things, not perform them, you naturally trigger her imagination. You become the lead character in her favorite story, the story of transformation, of growth, of challenge. You become a catalyst for her emotions, not a servant to them. And that, my friend, is magnetic. Become the fantasy, don't chase it. Men ask, how do I make her like me? Wrong question. Ask, how do I become a man I admire? Because the man who is admired by himself never needs to chase validation. The female fantasy isn't about a car, a suit, or a bank account. It's about depth, discipline, drive, mystery. When you stop trying to be liked and start living by Stoic principles, you stand out in a world of noise. You become rare, and what's rare becomes desirable. She's not looking for perfection. She's looking for presence. She's not asking for fireworks. She's asking for grounding. She's not seeking a fantasy. She's hoping one will show up. Now you know what it takes to be that. It's not a trick. It's a transformation. Live by this, not just for women, but for your own freedom. And watch what happens. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom.